reason I put this on, I'm gonna be honest, is I was just like, I wasn't vibing with my hair, and Dex was literally right next to me, and I was like, okay, this is coming on today.
Hats are
And it
so cool like that. That's like
yeah, it
maybe an
matches my
obvious statement,
too.
but like when you're not feeling your hair, the ability to pop a hat on is pretty clutch.
It's very powerful, very powerful. Yeah, I love your hat, by the way, under construction.
Thank
Always
you.
under construction. I think that's a great like self-growth mentality that you always got to be like improving yourself, you know?
Yeah, I agree. And now I'm thinking it would be nice to when Tina Town takes off, right? When we got 10,000 people watching this, the under construction hat, great merch opportunity.
Oh, that's so true. We're already thinking of merchandising and Perpetual Panda.
Hey.
Subscribe to. Thank you.
Thanks, Panda.
2 months. 2 months. That's a Tina Town. Yeehaw. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's Elvis. What am I doing?
What do you want to do today?
I want to go see Terry. I've been thinking about Terry this past week. I've been thinking about how, you know, I really don't agree with his little rule that you can break 2 laws a day. Like I get that that's a thing in Tina Town, but I don't fully agree with it. So I want to talk to Terry.
Are you think that you should be able to break more laws a day than that?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You're a 0 laws breaking per day person.
Yeah. You know, you might think that I'm a law breaking outlaw, but
You're a sheriff.
I'm a sheriff.
Yeah. I mean, topic for the chat room while we transition scenes here. How many laws per day should you be allowed to break? Right? We're talking sort of long-term purge rules here, right? It's not the purge, like it's not all crimes are legal for X period of time. It is you have X amount of crimes legal per day. How many is that? Exactly 3.
5 if you work retail. 5 if you work retail.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna slide on over to the next scene.
Yeah. You know, I've never worked. I have worked retail before, but I've never worked. I worked at a like somewhat fancy place called Lou and Gray, which is like a sub brand of Ann Taylor. And so I'm just gonna say I never stole from my retail place, but that's a story for another day. Anyway, hey!
It's me! I'm Terry, the trailer truck guy. Hachi machi.
What's good?
Got
What's
a
good,
hot load of
Terry?
trailers today.
You know, I was doing a little cowboy accent just now, but I just realized I'm kind of surprised that you don't have a southern accent, Terry.
That's a bit presumptuous of you. I'm from Minnesota, and I don't have a Minnesota accent either.
I see. Okay.
Meme Shart in the chat room says, "Oh, trailer, I get it."
Oh, trailer, yeah. We're at the trailer park, trailer truck. Yeah, okay. So there's this really cool indie film. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, or I guess you've heard about it, Terry, since you're the one who brought the trailer here.
Yeah.
But
and I'm also just a huge fan of the Avatar film.
Yeah.
Soon to be Avatar films.
Yes.
Honestly, so, I've only watched. Have you seen the first Avatar, Tina?
Oh, of course. I saw it twice in theaters. In once in normal and I think once in 3D. Yeah.
How was it? How was the Avatar theater experience? I have not seen this film in theaters, the original.
It was pretty dang good at the time. I mean, my parents loved it, you know, like my like suburban, you know, middle class parents. Like I think that's, you know, just like the target demographic. They're just like, wow.
Yeah. It's a beautiful counterpoint really to suburban living. It's like, what if we just got nude and ran around in the woods?
Exactly. I think that's secretly what all suburban families actually want, but they just can't attain. It's not practical.
Ryan Isenura in chat says, to be honest, I know this is culturally divisive, but I do unironically love Avatar.
You're allowed to have that opinion. It's okay. We will not hate.
What are your memories of the first Avatar, or if you were to provide a plot summary? Because we're about to watch the trailer for the
Yes,
long-awaited sequel.
a
Plot
plot
summary of Avatar.
summary of the first Avatar. So there is this guy, and he gets put into this blue body through some sort of technology. I really don't know how the technology works or whatever. And then he goes to the blue world. I think they want to explore it because I'm completely pulling this out of my ass here because frankly I don't remember, but this is what I'm assuming happens. That I think they want like resources or something, or maybe they're like they want the avatars. They want something from them probably, or maybe they just want to colonize and explore, find something over there. So he's like an agent going in, and then he meets, the way many stories go, he meets a woman. And you know, from the blue avatar people, and he's like hoochie mama, and they're not, he's like hoochie mama at first, but essentially he's like hoochie mama, but then I think she's like, oh my god, you betrayed me, and then he's like, no, I'm gonna fight for your people. I think that's what it is.
That's pretty close. Yeah. The human like trade federation or whatever is like trying to mine unobtainium.
That's not a real thing. They did not name it that.
They literally called it that. Yeah.
Unobtainium. We need to obtain the unobtainium.
And yeah, so then it becomes like a whole like Fern Gully thing where like, oh, we gotta protect the environment, and I'm gonna yeah. It looks I've only seen the Riff Tracks version of it, which is it's the same movie. It's just a bunch of older men from the Midwest are making jokes over it. So I have not seen it as James Cameron intended, unless that's how James Cameron intended it. But the mech suits are cool. I remember them thinking that the
mech suits, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's see what the second movie has in store of us. The Way of Water. Makes me think that this is going to be like Avatar: The Last Airbender with waterbenders, but I have no clue. I actually haven't seen this yet, so.
Oh, I should screen share this. I'm so sorry. Let me screen share with you. I forgot an important phase of this production.
Oh, that's okay. I'm just watching the stream. I feel like it's close enough. Not that much delay.
We'll go for the lagless experience here.
The lagless. They call me Lagless.
Lagless. What do your elf eyes see, Lagless?
My elf name is Lagless. Hell yeah. Watching stream. Amazing. Okay. Maybe in this one, the blue avatar people get it on with the sexy fish man from Shape of Water.
Ooh. That would be exciting for us.
That would be very exciting.
Okay.
Okay, water confirmed. She has a belly. She's pregnant, right? Does that mean she's pregnant?
I know you think I'm crazy.
Oh, that's a child.
But I feel her. I hear her heartbeat. She's so close.
So what does her heartbeat sound like?
Mighty.
We cannot let you bring your war here.
Outcast. That's all they see.
I see.
Dolphin dragons are badass.
The way of water connects all things. Before your birth and after your death.
This is our home!
I need you.
Here comes the water.
I need you to be strong. Strong heart.
Okay. I think it's yeah. I think it's kind of cool how with trailers like this, you can like vaguely get a sense of the plot. You're like, oh yeah, there's gonna be kind of a battle and a war, and they're fighting over something. But it's just like you never really know exactly what the plot is. It's just kind of like, look at the cool visuals. Ah!
They did underwater mocap for this movie, which is so funny.
No way, underwater mocap.
Yeah. They had like people like, yeah, like in all the parts where they're like swimming around underwater. Like this is like performance capture done underwater.
That's crazy. That's bonkers. I mean, yeah, that's kind of cool that they're doing that technology because, like, the first time when the Avatar number uno came out, people were just like blown away by like the graphics or like the technology, and they were just like, "Oh, this is so cool!" Like I don't think anybody was like gushing about the story. They were just like, "Oh, this is visually so cool." So
I love.
yeah, maybe.
This is so funny right here. This is just like James Cameron cutting all of the fan artist middlemen out of there, saying like, yeah, what you spent 800 hours in Maya rendering a pregnant Navi? Fuck you. Here it is. Here's the real deal.
Oh my god. Yeah. Lots of blue confirmed, lots of water confirmed, children confirmed, war confirmed. What else do we need to confirm here? There's a dad. Dad is confirmed. Dads are good. Dads are important.
I hear her heartbeat.
It looks so much like a
So close.
1990s graphics card box art come to life.
That's a good comparison.
So what is her heartbeat
Yeah.
sound like?
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely go see it. We'll see if it's as legendarily grossing as the first one.
Mighty.
I mean, I do love big sea life. I'm a sucker for like large sea life.
Oh, yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah, I feel like we don't get a lot of movies with inspirational, cool sea life. Like, we
Yeah.
definitely get, like, sea life movies where they're like, oh, look at how scary this sea life is. Like, this is terrifying. Like, Jaws and this stuff like that. But we rarely see stuff that's not a documentary. That's, like, a fictionalized thing where it's like, oh, yeah, beautiful sea creatures.
Yeah, that is cool. I love to see somebody holding hands with a whale. That's cool.
Yeah. We need more children's shows like that. That sounds like a good children's show premise. I held hands with a whale. That's the title. That's the title of the show.
It looks distressingly like, not distressing. Like this one, I think maybe it's just because like so much of like the human architecture is taken out from this one that when you see human architecture again, like right here, like this looks incredibly like a 3D model of an internal space rather than.
Yeah.
I wonder what the split is between like sets.
What's
and
real
CG.
and what? Yeah. That would be interesting. Interesting to see. We gave these whales hands and now they won't stop high-fiving. That would be so sweet.
Hang on. Alien Monkey in chat room says,
Oh yeah.
this is a quote, I think, from an article. Avatar Way of Water does. Actors had to hold their breath for several minutes to shoot some of the undersea sequences. What's gained from doing it from real? Cameron. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that it looks good. Come on.
No, that's completely bonkers. Like, that's actually like something that you would think, like, I could picture in like a film set parody of like, all right, we're directing an underwater movie. This scene is approximately like 40 lines. We need you guys to do all of it underwater. Eyes open, say the lines. We need to see the bubbles coming out of your mouth. Like,
Ignore the sharks. Ignore the sharks. Don't look at them. James Cameron rocks. He's an absolute freak. There's some like quotes of him out there talking about like rolling on ecstasy when he wrote Terminator 2.
That's so great.
This is a hard turn though. Tell me about this trailer.
So I think I've heard this described. I haven't seen this trailer either. It's kind of long, but it's basically what I've heard, zombies but medieval.
Okay.
And I love medieval stuff, and I love zombies too. I'm a big sucker for zombies. So this game is a must play for me. It's a gameplay reveal trailer. Blight survival. Sick as fuck.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Brief content warning on this one. It does begin with a knight bashing the skull repeatedly of a zombie. So,
yeah.
Let's go!
Oh, get yourself hype! Let's go! Knights versus zombie. Oh my god. Yep. That's the kind of content I want to see in my games.
Resident chivalry says.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Very good.
It's kind of long. Would you want to watch it on 2x speed or just like watch half of it?
Let's see. Yeah, we'll skip around. Let's see what a combat encounter looks like here.
Yeah.
All right.
All those good zombie screams. Love it. Yep.
All right, we got a stamina bar. We got a stamina-based combat system. All right, ground and pound. Ooh!
Now I am wondering, I kind of want to look up, like, are you a lone knight in this game, or is there, you have like a team? What's going on here? 4-player co-op action horror roguelike set in the unforgiving no man's land between two desperate states at a ceaseless war. Yeah.
Yeah, let's jump ahead and see how crazy it gets.
Oh, you think he's got blight? Sometimes
You think he's got blight?
gets in your veins first.
Oh, is that what they call like the zombies in this game?
Yeah.
Like, oh, the blight.
He's dead. Poor bastard reeks. Probably dead for days. You're
Hello, Dev.
It only gets worse after they're dead.
Ooh, what's up, Tina Townies? That's the new name for everybody.
All right, so it looks like it's doing a Last of Us thing where you got to fight humans too.
Okay.
Fighting humies and zombies. A labored searching animation. Belsorian God.
It promises a large open map with lots of customization options in weaponry and armor, and you can gain inventory from the corpses of slain enemies, but would do well to beware of attacks from unseen foes, as all progression may be lost upon death.
Okay, that's kind of fun then. And you said it's like it's 4-player co-op and roguelite?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I wish they would show the multiplayer. Maybe
Yeah,
they're doing
right?
that now. Hang on, maybe that's what's happening.
There
here.
seems to be an element of discovery in the game, as the knight featured in the gameplay trailer investigates a mangled fungus, and shortly after, a discovery notification. By the way, this is not medieval armor. It is at least 1450, but very pretty. Thank you for calling them out on their bullshit.
Honestly, okay,
pass
yeah,
this off.
there's another player. On the topic of the armor, like if I were this guy and I had to run around this much, I would not want to be wearing that much friggin' armor. That's kind of heavy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I would feel very comforted to be like, oh, like a zombie is going to have a lot of trouble getting through this armor. But yeah, it's, I don't know how he's running around this much with that armor.
Oh yeah, I always forget Ryan knows about armor and says it's not so bad. You get used to it.
Yeah, this is cool. Definitely something new to the whole zombie fans in general. Because like zombies, we've seen zombies before. But have we seen it in this context? There's actually, I'm blanking on the name. Maybe it's called Dynasty or something like that. But there is a show, I want to say it's a Chinese drama, perhaps, that takes place in like not non-modern day. So that one was also a nice little change on things. Chinese zombie show? Was that a... Or no, Kingdom? Was that it? Or was that...
Oh, Kingdom. Yeah. That's the one you're talking about.
What is this? Yes.
That looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah, okay. Kingdom, 2019 South Korean period horror streaming television series. Yeah, kind of cool. Kind of cool. Check that out also if you like zombies and somewhat historical feeling pieces. Yeah. Cool.
Here's a cool one that you put in the doc for us to look at today.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they highlighted this on the Polygon website. It's cool.
Yeah, and I got some links in here too. This is Pete Volk at Polygon broke out this cool little explainer about one of the guys who helped with Kratos' mocap for the rebooted Resident Evil games. Kratos' God of War motion capture stunt actor is an indie action legend. This is about Eric Jacobus, who fucking rules so hard. Pop one of these guys on. So he I think he went to I watched his whole Art of Action episode with why is my forgetting every name in the world? Scott Adkins. He went on Scott Adkins' Art of Action interview show, and talked about his upbringing. But he's pretty much just been an indie action filmmaker for like the last 10, 15 years. And then he sent this audition tape in, and they made him Kratos. He's the same guy who did a bunch of the IRL Tekken combos in this same garage, which was great.
That's so cool. Do you know anything about like how perhaps mocap or like this type of fighting may differ from like actual martial arts or fighting?
It's
You know?
I mean, it's like, I think it's pretty much like stage fighting, right? Or any like martial arts screen fighting where you need to exaggerate your forms and shapes and make things bigger and more projected than they would be. And then on top of that, like once you introduce, you know, the concept of gameplay to it, you need to consider like, well, precisely what angle is the player going to be seeing this from? So if you're coming up with a way to swing an axe at something in God of War, you need to think, okay, well, what's a way that I can swing an axe that will look cool from over the shoulder, right? Because that's how people are going to see it.
And this guy's YouTube channel is just Eric Jacobus, right?
Yeah. And then he did this really, really good. We're not going to watch the whole thing on here because I don't want to give it away for free. But he did this really good indie action film called Rope-a-Dope that's pretty much Groundhog Day, but with fighting. So anytime he gets knocked out, his day starts again. And he just gets progressively better and better and better at getting through this terrible day.
Wow, I didn't know he was such like a content creator.
Yeah. He's great. He's also got a series of he recently launched a series of video essays of his own where he's like breaking down the careers and work of other action stars. He just released one on Donnie Yen recently, and it's very insightful and good because he knows, like, this guy knows like who Donnie Yen was working with on his stunt team at this given time, and like whether or not it was Donnie Yen taking a particular bump or whether they doubled him for it. Like he's got an encyclopedic knowledge of this stuff. We should have him on sometime.
That's so cool when, that would be cool. So cool when like experts in something become content creators and start sharing all that knowledge and their stuff.
Skip
Your
ahead.
joint, yeah.
All right, so
Oh, is this is the first fight?
yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Look at these tough guys.
Hey. You're like, do you want my burger? Oh, is that fake blood?
It could have been. All right, yeah. So then it starts again. So eventually we get the whole training montage. He keeps getting his shit kicked every day, and then he finally gets good at fighting.
Because he can't get hit, otherwise he's gonna start his day over.
Right. He's really good though.
Oh wait, he's getting hit here. Why isn't he resetting?
Oh, it's like he has to get knocked out.
Oh, knocked out. I
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
But yeah, this guy's Kratos.
That's so sick.
Or
That's so sick.
I think they maybe have more than one person in the Kratos suit for action stuff, but he was pretty fundamental to the development of it. I love it when you put your foot in a bucket and you kick the bucket at somebody.
Yeah, because like it seems like it would be a mistake, right? To put your foot in a bucket, but then it's so tactical. Oh, so savage, just brushing dust at someone. That's so good.
Anyways, yeah, check this out. Check out this whole channel, Eric Jacobus. He's very good at playing a goofy action guy too, which we need more of. We need a lot of guys who can do all this stuff, but also have funny faces and.
Yeah, we've seen enough, serious action. We need utter gags and action at the same time.
God, he's so
Damn.
crisp.
I wish I could do any kind of fighting or martial arts. Like, I want to start taking Taekwondo lessons just so I can kick really high.
Yeah, that would be fun. Ah, God. Death Garb. I've watched the first episode of Gangs of London now. I just started the other day, and the first fight scene in that pub is incredible. Or in the pub and spilling out of the back of the pub. Hey, tell us about Pongu.
Pongu. Okay, yeah. So this was posted on Polygon's website as a part of an article, the best Chinese anime, based Chinese animation. Well, they don't call it anime there. That's why they said Chinese anime. Just to get you started and everything like that, because people are pretty familiar with American or like Western animation and Japanese anime, but there is a lot of Chinese animation you can check out too, and there's some recs on the list. But we just wanted to give you a small snippet of Pongu, which is a little journey that retells the Chinese myth of the creator of the earth through a father and his son, and none of them say a word. It's just fully animated.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we'll watch a little bit of it, but not the full thing. So that way you guys have to go watch it on their YouTube channel and give them the views.
Oh, yeah. I love those shapes.
Yeah.
That's good.
This is so nice.
And this chat room is where babies come from.
I love it.
That's very cute.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. You watch.
That's
watch
all,
this.
that's
Taiko
all.
Studios.
Taiko Studios, or just going on the Polygon. And we're not doing this because we want to make things more difficult for you, but just the way that we feel about React content sometimes is we don't want to just show you full pieces of content that are meant to exist like, you know, the full short is like posted on YouTube, and, you know, we want to make sure that like they get the views rather than
go look at it.
that. So that's why we're not showing you the full thing. Not because we, you know, want to make it more difficult. But
No, we do. Fuck you. We want to make it hard.
Okay,
Go
well,
look
that's
it up.
Terry's opinions.
No.
But also the Polygon article has a lot of other good recommendations. You can search up Polygon best Chinese anime. It should come up. But yeah, they got Monkey King Hero is Back, which is for free on Vudu with ad support. Big Fish and Begonia, which is available on Funimation or for free on YouTube. White Snake on Apple TV and YouTube. Yeah, so there's a lot of things to check out.
Yeah, I think I watched a bit of a Chinese animated series called Scissor 7, which was very fun and silly, and I would also recommend. Now that we will watch this all the way through because it's just promotional material, and who cares?
Promotional material, fair game.
Fair game. This is I feel like this game has been in the works forever. Does it have a date? Let me see.
That's February 21st, 2023.
Wow. All right.
So it's coming up.
Let's see how this one's come along. All right, so this is actually IGN content. Oops. Okay, hang on. No, let me just find an actual...
It's not a trailer?
No, this is IGN made this.
Gosh dang it, I thought it was a trailer.
Atomic Heart. Okay, here's the official release trailer.
There we go. Okay. Confirm your age, Terry. I have no clue how old you are. You gotta prove it.
I don't know. I'm not signed in. All right, we'll watch. We're not going to watch the Atomic Heart trailer today.
Okay, we're not watching Atomic Hearts. I'll just tell you about it real quick. FPS video game with action role-playing elements. Combat in game consists of shooting and melee swinging, crafting system, and it's in the Soviet Union in an alternate 1955. Advances in robotics in 1930s enabled the USSR to defeat Nazi Germany in 1941, though with a much more severe loss of life. This results in the automation of much of Soviet labor and the development of proto-internet called the Collective 1.0, linking these robots, vastly increasing productivity and scientific advancement by the end of the 1940s. Yeah.
And it's like a shooting game.
Terry doesn't want us to know what's in his YouTube history.
No, absolutely
That's
not.
fair. That's fair.
It's
this next clip is from a streamer that I just thought was really funny. You guys enjoyed the cat clip, so I included like a couple more clips this time. This is from Reggie Weber, ReggieWebber, Reggie Weber. Just Among Us VR. It's out now, and I just love it because he's just like a streamer, and then there's probably like this like 12-year-old that he's playing with online, and it's just funny.
All right, hang on.
You're a monster. You're such a monster. You're such a monster.
It's just so funny. It's just like a streamer just like completely terrorizing what's up.
Kids, here's the thing. Kids love it when you chase them like a monster.
Yeah. You know, it's all like good fun because nobody's actually scared in Among Us VR. It's like fun being scared. And it's just so fun how much he's screaming, yeah.
You're such a monster. You're such a monster.
Oh, that's very good.
I want a headset so I can fuck around in Among Us VR. Yeah, the hand waving.
Is that how you move? Is that how you move in Among Us VR? You'd have to like wave your little hands?
Don't know. I desperately want a VR headset so I could try it out. But and then cat video because you know I promised cat content every week. Tiny Noodle Thief.
Oh, you got the noodle. A homie got the noodle. A homie
got
holding
a
on
full
to the noodle.
He got a full noodle.
Yeah, let's get that.
Truly nothing to do with video games, but here we are. This is from Betch on TikTok, BETCH. Betch. Beautiful.
Not
well,
letting go of the noodle either. It's great.
cats like noodles. I never knew. I never knew.
My cat loves what's it called? General Tso's tofu. You get like
Interesting.
cubes of fried tofu in General Tso sauce, and like he'll like
That's so
aggressively
weird.
bite it. Like one time I was like, we had it sitting out on the counter, and he just like bit into it with his fangs, and I had to like grab the sides of his head, and I had to like pry his jaws off of this chunk of General Tso's tofu. Very excited for it.
Cats are just super into squishy tasting things, I guess. Yeah. Wait, was that person just going in on plain noodles? No, there's probably some kind of maybe butter or like a thin
soy
olive
sauce
oil thing.
That does just look. It does look suspiciously just like a bowl of plain noodles, though, doesn't it? I think
it's very suspicious.
You've discovered.
Was this video planned? I don't know.
Here's a really funny subtle thing here. As you can see, the little cat's claws are sticking out, and that's because little baby cats haven't developed the muscles that keep their claws pulled in yet. So the little claws are always out.
Oh, and it is very brave of Terry to have a cat.
Yeah.
Terry's a trucker, as in he trucks on.
And I have a special compartment in my truck for the cat. And I can't prove that. That would take several hours of art asset creation for somebody to prove. So we're just gonna trust me on that. Well, I think that's all the stuff I got in the trailer truck today. I think I'm gonna get on down the road.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sad that we can't see your cat, but I trust you. I trust you, Terry.
Well, you probably never will. So
that's okay. We trust Terry. Chat, do we trust Terry? I don't know.
See you later.
Bye. See ya. Enjoy your trailers. We got a maybe. We got a yes. Terry, not. Trust can true. Trust trailer Terry. Okay. I think the overall consensus seems like we're veering towards a yes. Which I feel the same thing. Like I feel like there might be some skeletons in Terry's truck, but I don't think they're actual skeletons. I think maybe it's just like, I don't know.
A lot of drugs. I'm a smuggler.
Yeah, and drugs. That's okay. That's okay. So, let's see what Walt's up to. Was Walt also pro drugs? Now that I think about it, I think Walt was like selling something in a box of Cheez-Its, but I can't remember what.
It's hard to keep track of that kind of stuff with all the drugs that I'm on here. Hey, it's me, Walt R. Bear, the guy who runs the newsstand.
Hey, how's it going? Any news? I see you got Wowza, you got Cool, you got a picture of some game up here. Yeah,
that's you got some news about Netflix.
Netflix. I know that place.
This was reported out by Owen S. Good. And Owen S. Good.
Yeah, so it seems like there's just a bunch of video game adaptations coming to Netflix that are in the works, which is kind of cool because, like, we've gotten some like pretty good stuff like Arcane and Cyberpunk Edge Runners. So it's gonna be cool to see, what hits, what's a flop, etc., etc. So the things they got in the works are Assassin's Creed, Beyond Good and Evil, BioShock, Castlevania, Nocturne, Devil May Cry, Dragon Age Absolution, Dragon Slayer, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, Gears of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Pokemon. Yes, a live action Pokemon.
What?
Yeah, in the mode of 2019's successful Detective Pikachu, they said that there's going to be a live action Pokemon series. Crazy. Sonic Prime. Yeah. Tom Clancy's The Division. Yeah. So
Why?
It's like, I don't know. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. No, not all of these are live action. Yeah, I don't know if I accidentally said that at the start. Sorry if I did. But yeah, like the Sonic Prime animated. They're not making Sonic real again. They're not making him real again. Yeah. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider will probably be cool. Maybe similar to the vibe of Uncharted, of like putting some famous person at the helm. Yeah. Tom Raider.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
All right, let's tier list these. No, it's not actually tier list these. We don't have time.
We'll pick out our favorites. I'm a sucker for anything Pokemon, so I will be watching the live action Pokemon series inevitably.
And then Assassin's Creed, I'm perplexed by the fact that they're going back to this well.
Yeah.
They
I'm excited for BioShock. I feel like that could be cool.
They tried this. They tried this with who's the guy with the problematically big ding dong?
Problematic ding dong? What?
I'm confusing actors who have what's his name? He's Magneto.
Oh, wait, the actor of Magneto. I'm just Googling
Michael
it.
Fassbender. That's the one. Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Chat's always got it. Faster than I can ever type. Chat's got it. A suggestion from Simone: they should let the assassins drive F1 cars. You know, in a live action adaptation, you never know. You never know what they're gonna allow. Because they do say epic genre bending live action adaptation.
Simone interviewed the director of the Assassin's Creed film and Michael Fassbender once.
Oh.
And I think they were very happy. And Marion Cotillard. And they're very happy to have somebody in there talking to them who is very excited about the Assassin's Creed film.
Nice.
The Castlevania stuff has been good, I feel like. I am excited for the Devil May Cry anime. I hope that it is really stupid.
Yeah. Horizon Zero Dawn live action.
I could
see it being good, or I could see it not being good. It's really just a grab bag at this point. You can never trust adaptations to be good or not good.
I think I'm gonna get raw here. I could care less. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
I could care less. Oh wow.
I couldn't care less.
That's okay. Well, you know, not every IP is for everyone.
I think this, like, I like the game. It's just one of those games where when I played it, not a single part of me was like, I would love to see this with real people running around doing it instead of these digital people.
Yeah. So Tom Clancy.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that you don't want to see.
Tom Clancy, good buddy Ubisoft's 5th collab with Netflix. Is an animated adaptation of the stealth action video game franchise. So we're getting anime Splinter Cell.
Anime Splinter Cell. Well, it's not necessarily anime, just animated, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I think I might have mentally assumed it was going to be the same, like, Western anime style as
like Edge Runners.
Edge Runners was made in Japan. I think.
I see.
Dragon Age Absolution and
Dragon Age.
Castlevania were made in Texas.
Oh, I see. Oh, heck yeah, Texas. Sorry, I'm from Texas.
Oh, really? Well, that explains the hat.
It does. It really does. Lower. Sweet.
But that's fun. The interesting thing about, like, where video game adaptations are at is that sometimes, like, there's a chance one of them will be really fucking good, right?
Yeah.
And this is, like, sort of a buckshot here, right? And I'm not counting on all of these being good, but there's definitely a chance that one of these will be really, really good. And that'll be cool.
And I think that's worth it. Like, for every, like, 1 out of 10 video game adaptation, it's, like, really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's worth it. Like, you know, parsing through all, like, the shitty cash grab content for the stuff that's, like, you know, still like really just, you know, capitalizing on an IP, but like is actually good.
Yeah,
Um,
and sometimes
I
even the
don't
stuff that is just silly cash grabby can be fun to look at too, right?
That's true.
Like
True.
maybe we'll get some fun memes out of Sonic Prime, or maybe
For
Sonic
sure.
Prime will be incredibly good.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Oh. Speaking of cash grabs, I'm sorry, I can't pretend with this one.
Walt has no filter today. Walt just
I'm crazy.
wow.
You can't stop me.
Terry's crazy now. Walt's crazy. Like you guys have a lot of similarities. I'm just gonna say it. But so Studio Ghibli's surprise Star Wars short is all about Baby Yoda. Fucking Baby Yoda. I'm pretending to hate Baby Yoda because I want to be like, oh yeah, I'm edgy and I'll have hot takes like Walt. But you know, my hot take is that I fucking love Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's adorable. There was a cute little Baby Yoda that my friend had in a little baby carrier during Halloween, and it was amazing. I loved holding him. It's great. I love Baby Yoda.
I would like to
That's
see
all.
the baby.
I would like the baby. But yeah, you can see it on Disney Plus. It started streaming. The short became available to stream on Saturday. And yeah, it's just a short featuring Baby Yoda. That's Studio Ghibli. That's about it.
It's specifically it's like a mashup of the little characters from Spirited Away and Baby Yoda. It's like the little dust. Oh wait, hang on, wait. There's the ones from Totoro. There's little living dust balls in both Totoro and Spirited Away. Which one are these?
The living dust balls. I'm not sure which ones are in this.
The dust
I'm not
bunnies.
sure. The little splotches. You guys know the little splotches that we refer to. Yeah. Grogu and Dust Bunnies hits Disney Plus on Saturday. I always forget that Baby Yoda has a name.
Grogu.
Yeah. Because to me, Baby Yoda is just Baby Yoda, certainly.
It is just Baby Yoda to me. And I think that the resistance to just letting us call it Baby Yoda is part of why it's so funny that we keep calling this little creature Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda, he's so cute.
It's very cute. How do you feel about regular Yoda?
I mean, regular Yoda's fine. I think it's like a little bit sad that regular Yoda has been just like completely overtaken by Baby Yoda. Because like I don't know, like Yoda has so much more history and we're just like all taken by this very cute little dude. And you know, part of me is like, oh, it's just because Baby Yoda is more merchandisable, or like, you know, maybe we just really love cute things, or you know, maybe we just like the fact that it's new. You know, you take something you already know and then you give it a little spin. You take Yoda and then you spin it and you make him baby.
It's
that's the appeal. So
it's sort of a literalization of what they have, sort of done with Yoda in the past, right? Like Yoda was as close as they would make like Yoda stuffed animals and stuff, and right, like Yoda plushies, and in the process of plushiizing them, they would end up looking like what Baby Yoda looks like. So now, we just
they were like, might as well just make Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trilobite Agent says Empire Yoda is great, prequel sequel Yoda is terrible and a jerk, and Baby Yoda is delightful. Yeah, you're right. He does suck in the sequel films or the prequel trilogy. But the first time you see Yoda, have you seen Empire Strikes Back, Tina?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so the first time you meet the real Yoda, he is like absolutely on his like goblin shit, and he's just like rooting through Luke's stuff and chewing Luke's special space sausages, and he's being a complete rascal. And then he gets sort of dire and serious every now and then.
Yeah.
But I miss that side of Yoda a lot, and
I feel like that's definitely something Baby Yoda could do. Like Baby Yoda could be a little rascal.
And I do like that Baby Yoda is nasty. I like that Baby Yoda like eats stuff Baby Yoda shouldn't eat, right? I think that is honoring the memory of adult Yoda when Baby Yoda does that.
Yeah. I love that he's just so tiny. He has this tiny little coat, and you know, when I went outside today, there was a bunch of like kids like walking on those like rope things where like, you know, two adults are leading them and they're all carrying like they have their hands on like a section of the rope. And they're just all like little baby Yodas, if you think about it. They're just all so tiny. It's
She's
adorable.
a child, just like on my shows.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Do you want to talk about this next news story?
yeah. What do we got next? What do you got next here at the newsstand? Oh, Twitter reinstates official label after Mario flips the bird. Ooh. Yeah, you guys know the mess that is Twitter, but I don't know if you guys saw the post specifically that Nintendo of America did with Mario, or one of many posts probably, but I only saw one actually. I loved it. It was, you know, Mario just flipping the bird, yes, and then someone replied, Mario would never do that. And then the fake Nintendo of America account that was like, you know, like verified because, you know, Elon Musk made Twitter Blue available to everyone. Everyone could get the check mark. The fake account was like, well, he did.
Well, he did so.
Well, he did.
Yeah. Immediately just massive problems for the brands out there.
Yeah.
So this is reported out by Austin Goslin. Thank you, Austin. It says Twitter's spiral into chaos hasn't slowed down since opening up its signature blue checkmark to a wider range of paying users earlier this week. The platform has dealt with widespread impersonation issues. Among the biggest impersonation concerns for Twitter are users posing as brands, from Nintendo to pharmaceutical company Eli Lilly, creating an advertising nightmare for the platform. And so, yeah, the response has been first the verified badge that you have to click to see how the badge was acquired. And now there is essentially a second redundant verification system called official, the gray official label, which is on some accounts. So
silly. Absolutely so silly. But I have to say, I very much enjoy some of the parody stuff that has arisen as a result of this.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, like, obviously,
rules.
It's just like hilarious. Like, you know, I don't want to be like too politically divisive, but like some of the like Ben Shapiro parody accounts are so funny. Like I don't know that I'm gonna like say the actual tweets here because like they're a little bit.
They're racy, but they're good.
They're racy. Yeah, but it's funny. It's so funny. And they. Elon Musk also made it a rule at some point. I don't know. He's just making rules randomly. He was like, from now on, all parody accounts must have the word parody in the account name. But, you know, some of the Ben Shapiro's accounts or whatever, they would have their name be so long that when you're scrolling, you don't see parody. You see Ben Shapiro, parentheses, author of I am a, and then you don't even get to the words parody account because it cuts off by then.
Oh God, what a mess! Somebody in the chat saying that this would have been an opportunity to get them for Pat to retweet the funny picture of Toad. This is the problem: is the reason that was funny was that I knew that Nintendo would never, ever, 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 ever do it, right?
Yeah.
So like, it wouldn't be the same. It would just make me sad. It would be like, a monkey paw wish.
Plus, I think if we did do that, I think like you know, Pat would have had to, you know, like change his name to Nintendo of America, and then I think at this point, Pat would have been stuck with the name Nintendo of America because like that happened. Like you couldn't change your name anymore as a verified account.
That's true. And then by copyright law, I would have to run Nintendo. I would be in charge of Nintendo from then on out.
And that would be a conflict of interest as, you know, a Polygon employee. So can't do that. Can't have it.
Anyways, so just I guess the PSA here is if you see an official Nintendo account posting a picture of Shadow the Hedgehog and he says white people be watching porn with condoms on, that is not actually Nintendo of Europe. That is somebody who paid for Twitter Blue to have the privilege of doing exactly that. I do have a
Yeah.
screenshot of that one because it made me laugh.
It's also funny how Tumblr apparently added a thing where you could buy a blue check mark for $8, but you could buy however
You could buy
many you want.
multiple. Yeah.
So you could have like 24 check marks verifying your name if you wanted to drop that much. You can buy 2 for $8. Thank you for correcting me. Yeah, so Tumblr are where the deals are at. Heck yeah.
Ash Ketchum. What's
Yeah.
this? And first of all, big thank you to Anna for writing this one, Anna Diaz.
So basically, we've come full circle. Ash, he wanted to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them was his real quest. To train them was his cause. And frankly, he's finally done it. So in Pokemon Ultimate Journeys, the series, Ash finally beat Leon in the Pokemon World Coronation Series, therefore becoming the #1 ranked trainer in the show's world. So he's beaten everyone now. And his final team was Dracovish, Gengar, Sirfetch'd, Lucario, Dragonite, and you guessed it, Bulbasaur. Just kidding, Pikachu.
You legit, you swerved me so bad just then. I felt like I was about to fall over. You broke my ankles.
Pikachu delivered the final blow to Leon's Charizard. I'm sure that there's going to be, I don't know that I'm going to go watch the episode myself, but it'd be kind of fun to just go watch the battle and like see the moment happen or whatever. I'm sure someone's going to post it on YouTube or something. Yeah, that's it. We finally, Pokemon's done, you guys.
Pack it up,
done.
folks.
My Turtwig plushie, it'll be on eBay tomorrow. Scarlet Violet, forget that. You don't have to play the game anymore. We're good. We're done. It's great.
Where do you go from here, though? Does he need, first of all, they haven't really aged this character much since the show started running.
They haven't. He looks the same, if not younger.
Because I feel like
here.
the thing that like a shonen adjacent series like this always has to do once the protagonist achieves their goals is they start they become a mentor to a protege and there's a new hero. Is that are they going to retire Ash, or is he just going to have to figure out what his new dream is going to be?
I don't know. I really wish they would do maybe a mentor or all grown up situation. I really wish that they would make, I know Nintendo's not going to do this, but I wish they would make a Pokemon show for adults that's rated PG-13 and I don't know, or is is more I don't know, My Hero Academia or Demon Slayer or something ever so slightly edgier. I think would be so cool because so much of Pokemon's audience I think has started to has grown up a lot. So I think that could be cool. Sometimes aging. Sometimes I'm in support of aging an IP with as the audience ages, but I don't think Nintendo's gonna do that.
Yeah, the Pokemon company is very, very precious about it, and to a degree, I kind of respect it that they have locked in hey, this is our target audience, this is our key target age group here, and when you age out of it, good luck, buddy.
You're just weird.
We have more fresh babies coming in here.
Yeah,
to take your
true.
place.
That's true. Because even if the original audience is aging, if they keep the series fresh enough and with the times enough and entertaining, new children will come to love it.
And parents who grew up on Pokemon will put their kids in front of this because they'll know that oh, this is still age appropriate for the little babies who I reared, so I can sit them down in front of this and they won't come away too messed up.
Okay, 100% though, Pomudachi, Pokemon but Chainsaw Man style, that is what I want. That's what I want at this point, but never gonna get it, so it's fine. It's fine.
Well, congratulations to Ash Ketchum.
Yeah, congratulations to him. Big shout out. Go give him a follow and on YouTube, Instagram. Yeah. Okay. The next story. the next big story is Cyberpunk 2077 Edgerunners is coming to the Cyberpunk tabletop game. So I don't know if you guys are fans of either the Cyberpunk video game, the Cyberpunk tabletop game, or the show. But basically, for anyone who doesn't know, the Cyberpunk game and show initially were inspired by and came from the tabletop game, which has been around since the 1980s. But the thing is that the tabletop game takes place in the cyberpunk world of 2045, whereas the game jumped ahead to 2077. And so they're finally making 2077 in the tabletop game. So we're gonna have all like the tech and stuff there. Yeah, it's gonna be hopefully cool. Like I think I'd be down to play it.
Yeah. I really enjoyed playing tabletop Cyberpunk. And Mike Pondsmith is a absolute king. And I'm very happy that I'm very happy and eager for the very small company Artalsorian Games, who created the Cyberpunk IP, to hopefully get a nice bit of runoff of the video game and anime appreciation.
For sure.
Because they created a good game.
Yeah, because the anime definitely rejuvenated people's interest in the video game. So now I guess we're gonna be seeing more people go to the tabletop game too.
Let me see if we got any more. And thank you again to Charlie Hall for reporting this one out. All right, so they're not planning on leaving 2045 behind. Does this mean Artalsorian is leaving the world of 2045 behind? Absolutely not, a company spokesperson tells Polygon. While the 2077 themed sourcebook is also in the pipeline, the 2045 timeline will continue to be supported with additional content in the future. That's cool.
Pretty cool. That's good. That way you're not alienating. Yeah.
Yeah. A couple months ago, maybe like a year or two ago now, we got to do I think it was just for something Charlie was writing, but we got to do a short campaign with Mike Pondsmith's son, who helps run Artalsorian Games, and he put together this Halloween cyberpunk module that was pretty much a cyberpunk ghost story, and ended up being kind of similar to the plot of the cyberpunk game, but it was very cool. It involved like ghosts in a factory who had people's souls sucked into computers, but it manifested like a haunted house. It was really good.
That's cool. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. I need people to play tabletop games with.
It's so fun.
Damn.
We got more news here. Uh-oh. Who's this?
I don't know who it is. Just kidding.
Who could that possibly be?
This is a little guy. Little fellow we like to call Lin-Manuel Miranda. The guy that did Hamilton.
That's right. The rapping president.
Our rapping president, yes. So he's been cast in the Percy Jackson live action movie, which is a thing that is happening, which I'm very excited about. And he's been cast as Hermes, which, if I recall, Hermes isn't that big of a role in the Percy Jackson books. And I think the movies are going to be fairly book accurate. I think. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't recall the books that well. But yeah, he's going to be Hermes, and some people are like, "Whoa, wait, this isn't okay." He's too famous for Percy Jackson.
Yeah,
and
this is a Petrana take, which we'd love to see. Petrana Radulovic wrote this one out. But yeah.
Some people are like, oh, he stands out too much from the rest of the cast, because the rest of the cast is all like, they're not new to acting. They've had roles before, but they're not giga famous like Lin-Manuel Miranda. And yeah, which I think is like I've never heard that comment made before, like, oh, this person is too famous for their casting. Like, usually if fame is an issue, it's cited as an issue of like, oh, they're not that talented, or they're not deserving of this. Like, they only got the role because they're famous. But rather, like, some people are saying like, oh, the problem here is that he just sticks out too much because he's famous.
I mean, he's not like more famous though than other actors though, right? Like it's something about like the quality, like the precise flavor, quality, and stink of a person's fame that makes it that way, right? Like, and I don't know if Lin-Manuel is one of those. I guess he is. He just like it. I would need to see the trailer for this or whatever to see if he sticks out. Like he like clearly sticks out in the Weird Al movie, but like they're intentionally doing like a winking thing where like you're supposed to know like, haha, look, that's Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
If I was not like deeply, entrenched in online cringe and meme culture and stuff, I think if I saw just this guy and I hadn't like seen a bunch of funny memes, seen this face here, and I hadn't seen a bunch of funny memes associated with that face, I think I would just be like, that's just a guy, right?
Yeah. I think, yeah, some people will definitely be like, oh, there's the memester Lin-Manuel Miranda, whereas, yeah, I don't know that I'll care that he's there unless he breaks out into song. It's fine.
Maybe part of it is like that maybe I feel like Lin-Manuel Miranda might be more known for being Lin-Manuel Miranda than being like any notable roles in film, right? Like,
yeah.
Most of the time when he's in the news or on sites, it's because like he did a funny thing with James Corden, or he's hanging out with Obama or something like that, right? So like when you look at him, you're thinking about cultural moments like that rather than works necessarily. I don't know. I'm just hey, listen, I'm just a water bear who works at a grocery store.
Yeah. What do water bears know?
Let me read a little bit of Petrano's words here.
Industry and
while Miranda is a phenomenal songwriter and lyricist, his singing and acting skills are fine. His best work happens when he's behind the camera or stage or piano or whatever metaphor you want to toss here. Look no further than Vivo. Netflix's animated Kinkaju movie, which starred Miranda as the title monkey, or his Dark Materials, another adaptation of a beloved children's series where he plays Texan balloonist Lee Scoresby. In both instances, it feels like Miranda is simply playing a version of himself instead of the character. Like Vivo and Lee were simply Fortnite skins for the Miranda character.
That's such a good comparison. Oh my god.
Interesting.
It's a beautiful quip. I want to start using Fortnite skins to compare and contrast things more often.
Fortnite skins are actually good, and I like them.
Gee,
Tina, tell me about this.
Oh, yeah. This is simply something I want to purchase. So I put it on the list today because I'm like, maybe other people also want to purchase this. But it's a 2-foot. A 2-foot. Yes, you heard me correctly, folks. Snorlax. And Teddy Ursa. And it's at Build-A-Bear now. And I don't know, like big plushies. I love big plushies. Oh my gosh. So that's really it. There's not much more here to say. Except
well,
it's available.
Looking at it now. Oh my god.
He big. He chonky.
Oh.
Comes with a little night suit. Yeah, I love big Pokemon plushies. So.
I really like that we recently did a stream, I think, where we talked about how just a sliver of tummy is disconcerting and gross. But when I'm seeing it here, I feel differently. This is very cute. The fact that he's got little PJs and then his white tummy fur sort of creates the illusion that he's wearing a pair of shorts and his tummy sort of hanging down a little bit under the shirt.
It's true. That's true. I like the tum.
That's right, Dev. Yeah, it was the Awful Squad. It was when we saw the little peek of tummy on Russ's character model.
We like the tum.
Do you are you a plushie haver, Tina?
Yes, but I'm not like crazy about plushies in the sense that like I don't have like 10 or whatever. Like I'm pretty modest with my collection of plushies. I just want to make sure I really love them before I acquire them. But I got one recently that's like, oh, I wish I had it upstairs. It's downstairs right now. But it's a Sumiko Gurashi, the tonkatsu, the brown one. And it's big. It's like probably like 2 feet or something like that. And it's so nice to hug. Big stuffed animals are way better to hug than a small stuffed animal. Oh my god, a Walt plushie Polygon merch.
Listen.
Hey. Oh my god. Once we actually launch Tina Town, because this is like Tina Town 0.75, we've been
That's
working
right.
our way up, I think. Yeah, Walt plushie under construction hat one day, that would be so great.
My question for plushie havers, both you and the chat, is like, how do you make room for plushies? How do you know how much of your space, because they inherently take up a lot of space, right? Like this is like, and then like, what is the emotional process of, realizing you've reached plushie capacity and someone gotta go?
Yeah, okay, Simone, that's a really good point. Being single definitely helps, because then you can have a queen-sized bed and you only sleep on one side of the bed. All your plushies can sleep on the other side of the bed, so it's perfect. And yeah, there's also shelves. Like, I've definitely seen a lot of streamers or people, they just have like a shelf behind them with all their plushies. Personally for me, I keep a couple on my bed. I have my Turtwig up on a shelf, and I have my Sumiko Gurashi downstairs on the dining table, actually.
Dining table
because
plushies, okay.
he's the centerpiece, actually.
First time chat from Ottergort with an incredible tip. Ceiling hammock made of mesh.
That would be a great place to store them.
I think I have seen that strat.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I thought it was just a joke, but that's great.
I think Julia Lee, Polygon's resident queen of cluttercore, might actually have one of those.
Cluttercore, yeah. Yeah, the floor, the nightstand, the cupboards, the desk, anywhere you can imagine, they can be. Yeah.
Love
and
that.
It's good.
I would love to jump into a big pile of these.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The best thing is, like, if you have enough space for like a little floor corner where maybe you have like a big plushie that you sit on, like one of those Snorlax bean bags or something, and then you just have all your other plushies there. So good.
I was just sitting here mentally like thinking, like, man, I'm glad I don't have like a habit of like picking up a lot of plushies and stuff. And then I realized that I'm resting my foot on a half-scale mini-me stuffed figure that I paid like $100-something for as a joke.
Is this something that has been like shown before? Like, have people seen this, or is this just something I've never heard of before? Because I really want to see this.
It was for a joke that I was gonna do on a personal stream, and then I aborted, but it did show up. Yeah, there is a cameo appearance in in Patrick's recent Goblin video. There's a part where I'm tucking a baby into a bed, Patrick. And the baby is actually right. Yes.
When Patrick's tucking the baby into the bed, right?
That's right. That's right.
Okay. That's great. I'm glad you essentially use mini you as a footrest. That's great.
Yes, it's perfect.
Yeah.
God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah, so that's a game. I don't know if you guys heard of it, but it's a game that exists. It is now in the wild, like a Pokemon. You can go catch it for whatever the price is. I forget the price.
I think this one might be $70. It might be one of the new $70 games.
I know games have started going up to 70. So, but you can catch it for a low price of $60 or $70. But yeah, the game has gotten pretty good reviews so far. That it's pretty fun and stuff. But there are like a few caveats mentioned in the Polygon review that would be kind of good to point out. So one issue that by Alexis Ong that they pointed out was that it feels like sometimes there's too much filler or circular rambling. And then another thing, NPCs constantly encouraging you to go to do side quests feels weird considering you're supposed to be like facing the urgency of the main quest. And it's not that they didn't like the side quests though, because they said, quote, that being said, most of the side quests, known as favors, are a lot more compelling than the main storyline, like Freya's very personal mission to get closure from her forced marriage to Odin. And so I thought that was interesting, you know, side quests balancing with main quests. I know Patrick said on the God of War Ragnarok stream. I don't know if you've talked to him about this, Walt, but like, you know, he had been playing a lot of the side quests and stuff.
Yeah, I also know everything Pat knows, and
that's great.
And I've completed this game, so we're not going to get into spoilers. But yeah, it does. The side quests are genuinely very good in this, like really fun. Both from a lot of them are very fun from like a design and discovery standpoint, and a writing standpoint. A lot of them have really good emotional moments. I don't think I'm going to know how I feel holistically about Ragnarok until like a year from now when I play it again. I think Alexis's review is, I think the deck on this review, the results are captivating and consistent. I think is a really good summary of it. Like it's a mechanically very good game. It's very pretty. It has like a lot of really good like emotional beats. And then there's Alexis sort of mentions a problem with the tone in here because it
they referred aspirational Tarantino dialogue.
Yeah, some of that, and also some like Whedon-esque Marvel universe, cinematic universe kind of banter. Like I sighed deeply twice, and I took a mental note because the game features 2 instances of a character going, "Little help here," which just did not belong in a mythic setting. Like it is fun. Yeah. Like I know you can't have these people walking around speaking like Old Norse, right? Like it's not supposed to be an accurate representation of the time and place, but it just feels so unepic and unmythical when you have a little help here. Also what was the other one? We got company. There are a couple of those as well.
Yeah, that does feel like kind of weak writing for the game.
But to Alexis's point, it's inconsistent, right? It's not always like that. It's like there are moments of it where you just can't not see how sort of big budget, sassy, quippy entertainment it is, and then there are moments where it's just genuinely fucking like I'm weeping because it's hitting me right in the father-son relationship zone.
Yeah, Alexis described it as like unevenly paced, which I guess is like that kind of like weird feeling of like, yeah, some moments hit and then other moments it's just like, what? To address what they said in chat, yes, Pat is also perhaps part tardigrade. That's why they have telepathy, Pat and Walt.
Yes, that's true. Maybe, we don't have to write this stuff down. We can just let it sort of live in the ether. But perhaps maybe I live inside Patrick's brain. Maybe we'll say that. There is a talking squirrel too. I'm sorry, spoilers. I scrolled down too far and I revealed the talking squirrel, voiced by ProZD, who does a great job.
Updating Tina Town Wiki.
Related to that game, one of the sort of things in the chit chat about this game has been some of the puzzle dialogue is a little annoying. Some of the things that are meant to help you solve puzzles in this game, the ambient dialogue of like your companion being like, I think you need to hit that switch over there. And to be pedantic, there was a Twitter thread going around saying like, oh, you can actually turn this off with an accessibility setting. And everyone was like, oh, holy shit, retweet. It's not true. It's not true. that setting doesn't do what that person said it did, which is okay. It's an honest mistake. It's hard to A/B test things like that, but confirmed from the developers that there is no way to modify that setting right now. And I think it's a good setting, and I think it is a thing that should be on a slider.
Sliders are so nice in games.
Yeah.
Love sliders. Like Coral Island. Oh, when Simone and I were playing that, we discovered that it has a time slider, which is just like game changing for a farming sim when you can affect like how fast the time goes by. So nice.
Yes, we love to slide things.
We love.
But some folks who specialize in game accessibility have pointed out, like, oh, it is a good feature to have that in the game. I think the problem with it is that it's like really inconsistently applied. Sometimes the hints are way too often for things that are far too obvious, and other times they are practically not there when you really need them. Simone did a video about this in a different game. And she should post the link in the chat since she's hanging out.
Yeah. And Dupe Fort Gaming, I've been told before that I have small creature energy, or like I don't know how to best describe it, because it's not like always rodents. Sometimes it's like a rabbit or something like that, but it's always like a tiny little animal that generally goes like, you know. So squirrel, rabbit, things like that, ferret, you know. I think chipmunk. Yes, I've been compared to a chipmunk many times. So yeah, I think that's also, if I were to turn into an animal one day in Tina Town, if I were to just like wake up, I think it would be an animal like that. Yeah, major ferret energy. Oh yeah, God of War Ragnarok won't let Kratos forget his fighting game past. So Kratos has been like in fighting games before, Mortal Kombat 9, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, and apparently in God of War Ragnarok there is a little conversation that happens that kind of makes a hint at Kratos's appearance in All-Stars Battle Royale. So basically Kratos,
Warner, minor spoilers real quick, but yeah, this is not plot relevant, but go ahead.
Kratos being in All-Stars Battle Royale essentially is canon to God of War canon. Yeah. Which I think is crazy.
They specifically reference some other Sony characters. Talks about fighting in a tournament. I heard you did battle with beasts, scoundrels, princesses, the undead, automatons, and history's greatest musician. That's not true, is it? And Kratos is like, I don't want to talk about it. But going through this list and looking at the cast of PlayStation Battle Royale, I don't know who is who. Scoundrel, this has got to be Nathan Drake, who was in the PlayStation Battle Royale game. Princess is probably Fat Princess, who was in that. The undead, who is the undead in that game? But history's greatest musician is Parappa the Rappa. So there is a Parappa the Rappa reference in the new God of War game, which is great. Sir Dan. Yeah, you're right. The guy from Medieval was in there.
Hell yeah.
And Big Daddies were in there too. That might be automatons, if we can call those automatons. Let's take a look at the trailer for Kratos.
So crazy that that's like canon. It's laughable. Like after seeing Ragnarok and then cutting to this.
Wide arsenal, and the combat grapple has some interesting properties to it, because not only can it be used to get in close to an opponent, but it can also be used to sort of change places and get to where your opponent just was and send your opponent flying.
Luckily for him, he's got some great aerial attacks. And
yeah, the style that they shot this in is so sick. The fucking fisheye lens.
It does pretty good damage when it does finally land.
Another thing, he's got a counter. That's not something you see in that much of PlayStation All-Stars.
Did they use
mid-air or on the ground?
Christopher Judge voice lines, like original lines in this, or just do they just like pull from the game?
So yeah, this game came out before Christopher Judge replaced the previous voice actor for Kratos.
Okay.
So if the voice lines were in there, they were not Judge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Speaking of PlayStation.
Oh, this is just another thing that is, to play Among Us VR, and also something that, like, Hoochie Mama, is amazing, or at least I'm really excited by VR and stuff. 549 though. It releases February 2023. Money. Exactly. My exact thought. Like, my first thought was like PlayStation VR, and then my next thought was money. And there's also a bundle thing where you can get it with the Horizon. What was the exact title? It's a VR of Horizon. Let me see. Horizon Call of the Mountain. Yeah, spin-off bundle for $5.99, not $5.99, $199. And pre-orders actually just went up today, which is cool.
Yeah, I remember there was a bit of a kerfuffle when they announced PSVR 2 because people were like, "Oh, the old headset doesn't work anymore," and they're like, "Yeah, you need a new headset." But I guess you need a tech reset point occasionally. Did you try what VR stuff have you tried, Tina?
I don't know which one it was. I've tried one of the Oculuses at some point. It was a long time ago though. Like, I want to say 2018 or 2019, so probably like the first Oculus ever. And it was fun. It was really fun. And whenever I see people play VR on YouTube or Twitch, I'm like, I want to try it. I want to do more, because I was using a friend's headset. Yeah.
It is really fun. And I don't know if locking into a console headset would be the move I would make, because it is so expensive.
Yeah.
And then to have it then tied to
play
a specific console, right? So then like you're not going to be using like any fun modded content with it. You're going to be locked out of a lot of open stuff with it. Let me see though. I'm just kind of talking out of my ass right now. I don't know if this is actually specifically locked to only be used with PS5.
Right. Just like what we're assuming based on how gaming things usually work. Fun is pretty overrated. Yeah.
That's cool though. Maybe one of these days VR will take off.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Now.
And then, yeah, this is just like literally, I'm just sharing like my Christmas wish list at this point. Like, Jinx Nerf gun. I saw it when I was on the subway, waiting for the train, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is a thing!" Jinx Nerf gun, and it shoots 18 darts. You can put it on display, or you can use it, and it's $170. Which is a lot.
I guess they know who their audience is, though. It's people.
But it's like, yeah, if you really love, I don't know. Like, I am very tempted. Like, I think if I were like maybe a few years older, had a bit more in savings, I would do this. I would buy this. But I'm restricting myself because I'm like, I don't know. I'm where would I even put it?
That's very responsible of you.
Thank you. Well, I think another issue is that like I need friends who have Nerf guns, and as far as I know, I don't think any of my friends have Nerf guns.
I went through
it's so fun. Oh.
I went through a Nerf gun phase in college, where a lot of experiences I had in college would start with a particular friend of mine walking into the room and then saying something that would be like a pretty good instigator for an episode of It's Always Sunny or any sort of idiot slacker comedy. And in this particular occasion, he walked in and he's like, "Did you know that you can put more powerful springs in your Nerf gun?" And I was like, "Let's go to Home Depot." So we put umbrella springs in our Nerf guns to make them shoot really hard. And then we had a Nerf gun phase.
Did it hurt when you put the new springs in?
A little bit. Depends on the range, right? Like, it pretty much just helped you shoot at a longer range quicker, make them more accurate.
Right.
But there were still just little foam darts. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, be the change you want to see in the world.
That's right.
Exactly. Make stronger Nerf guns.
Augie in the chat says, I have 3 modded Nerf guns in arm's reach from my desk. I'm prepared.
I really think that, you know, Nerf guns need to keep improving to the point that you can use them in a zombie apocalypse.
Now, Tina, I think what you're describing is a gun.
I know, but the thing is, the difference is that they're fun and colorful, and that's it.
Did you ever have Nerf guns as a youngin?
Yeah, I had like a couple. Never was like Nerf crazy, but it was fun. You know, I think my sister and I definitely annoyed each other a few times with it. But I would always lose the darts, which I think was most people's problem. It's just like you shoot the darts outside or in the room. They go behind the couch. They go in a bush, and then they're gone forever. Yeah,
it was part of the whole racket was just like selling the replacement dart kits.
Yeah.
And sorry, Faith says, I know people who interned at Hasbro, and apparently they constantly correct interns who said Nerf guns to say Nerf blasters.
Oh.
Well, it's funny that they're insistent on that, because they've dropped the whole target shooting element of it. Because when I was a kid, all of the darts had little suction cups on the end of them, and then I think at some point in like the last 10 years that they realized like nobody's shooting these at targets and sticking them to targets. They're shooting them at each other. So let's just put little nubs on them.
Let's just put little nubs. The word nub, such a good word.
This looks kind of sick though.
Yeah, it looks fun. I think I would love if I had like a big house, aka like if I didn't live in New York and like could afford like space, I would have space to just like put that in a display case or whatever.
That's cool.
I think it would be fun. Just have like a little mount, have it on your fireplace or whatever. And then you can grab it whenever there's a home intruder. They'll be terrified.
Oh, very good. I think that's all of our news items.
Oh, that is. Yes. Wow. So sad. Well, it was nice seeing you all. Thank you for sharing your news.
Yeah, it was good to see you too. Where are you headed off to now?
I'm headed off to the stinky laundry pile, actually.
All right, cool. I'm gonna send you on over there. It was good to see you.
Thanks. Yeah, good to see you. Thank you for running your shop so very nicely.
Thank you.
It's
thank
good
you.
stuff.
It's good to see you. Take a pack of bubble gum on your way out.
I was thinking, I was looking at that crisp taste over there, and I think I want to taste the crisp. So thank you.
It's on the house.
Thank you.
You're my favorite customer. Clop, 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 clop.
You're my favorite water bear. Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? Stinkier than ever. Good to see ya. That's
Welcome.
right. That's right.
Welcome to the big laundry pile.
My favorite stinky laundry pile out of all the ones I've ever been to. Yours is the best, let me say. Squishington Palo.
Thank you. Speaking of, we didn't hit it in news. You and Walt didn't hit it in news, but did you see the official Pokemon Squishmallows?
Oh yeah.
Hang on.
Oh my gosh, wait, yeah, there wasn't.
We don't have it on the site yet.
I don't think so.
Oh,
but I think I saw it like announced when it was. Oh my gosh, it's so good to hear from another Squishmallow enthusiast, Squishington Palo. Like, good as heck. Oh my gosh, yeah. I remember when I think I saw these on Twitter like a while back. Yeah, they got Gengar, Pikachu. Did they have any others, or was it just those two?
It was just those two.
But
for now.
I love the Gengar one. I think like the back, super cool, super cute. Anyways, enough about Squishmallows. Let's talk Squishington Palo. What's up with you? What's the it factor for today?
Yeah, so
What game are we talking about?
the it factor, this is a segment where we talk about a particular element of a particular game or franchise, and then you, Tina, give us a rating on it. And you let us know how you feel about it.
I love giving ratings.
And today's topic and game is God of War dads.
Yes.
do
I
you
know
think?
of a God. I know of a God of War dad. So I actually touched on this like a little bit, or we touched on it, the Polygon video producers and I, when we were streaming God of War Ragnarok, just about like, you know, like what is a dad? Like how do you define a dad? You know, like I know it's not Father's Day, but you know, is it really the biological bearing of a child that makes you a dad, or is it the taking care of a child that makes you a dad? What is it that makes you a dad? And I think we settled on the latter, you know, that if you give birth to a child but you don't take care of them, you're more of a father, less of a dad. But you become more of a dad when you take care of the kid too. And in God of War Ragnarok, Kratos starts calling boy by his actual name, Atreus. More often, you know, he's grown out of just being like boy. So I think that's pretty dad. He seems to care for him a lot. There was that scene where like he held his face, like,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
So I think he's, you know, maybe in the last game he wasn't really dad. You know, even though he did do the dad jokes video, he was, I don't know, he was more of maybe distant dad. More he felt more father than dad. But I think this game, he really became dad.
Yeah, I feel like that is his journey over the course of these two games, is the journey from father to dad. I agree big time. And there's a lot of fathers in this game too. One of the things that is good, I think, about this recent God of War is, even though the cast expanded a lot, like it's all still, a lot of the new characters they introduce still have like familial relations, right? Like that's still a super important part of every character who shows up, is what their relationship is like with their family. And there's a very bad dad in this one, or a very bad father. And there's also a very sweet moment in this one where Atreus eventually acknowledges Mimir's sort of role as a father-like figure to him, which is very cute. How does Richard Schiff rate as a God of War Ragnarok dad? He is either a father or a bad dad.
That's nice that the game shows a wide variety of dadage. First game was Dad of War. Now this game is God of Dad.
And Thor's in there too. Thor is a dad in this game. We won't get too far into the spoilers there, but
yeah,
that's an important element.
It's cool. It is cool how it's a very, oh my gosh, yeah, very, very dad focused without us even really realizing it. Like, you know, they don't market the game as like, buy God of War Ragnarok, the dad game of the year. That's not part of the marketing, but it really is. It really is at its core part of the game, part of the character.
It's about familia.
Yes, exactly. God of unconditional love and support with your homework. Precisely.
That's cute.
Precisely. So on a scale of 1 to 5, probably a 4.5. My only ding is like, wait, do they ever say dad in the game?
Oh, do they say the word dad?
Do they say the word dad?
I feel like he usually calls him father, but I need to go back and check, because that would be huge if the boy felt comfortable enough.
I'll give it a 5 if the word dad is said, but unless we can confirm that, I think it's a 4.5.
Simone, this would be God of War would be a 0 out of 5 game if Atreus insisted on calling Kratos Papa.
Papa, I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So yeah, 4.5. 4.5 out of 5 dads.
I think I agree with your assessment.
Yeah, that's my assessment.
Well,
When will Kratos be added to Dream Daddy? Facts.
Ooh.
Facts. Like, if they let him be in fighting games and stuff, add him to Dream Daddy.
Yeah,
add
he's single.
Him to Dream Daddy.
He's single.
Yeah.
He's overcoming trauma. He's working on himself. He's trying to be his best self.
What was the thing we came up with? Was it Theros? Kratos when he goes to therapy?
That's
Theros?
right.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, he's working on himself. It's great. Yeah. Definitely. If I played, I would start playing Dream Daddy if they added Kratos.
Get on it, Sony. Well, I'm going to cast you out into the void.
Oh, I was so enjoying the smell of the beautiful moldy clothes.
Well, that's the trick. Is I gotta leave you wanting more. So
that's fair.
Out with
That's
you.
how you run a good business. well, it was good talking about dads with you.
Anytime.
Yeah. And thanks for reminding me about the Pokemon Squishmallows.
Yeah. I if you get one of those, you need to send some slow motion videos of you like dropping them on the floor because it looks like they really like bounce in appealing ways.
Oh, okay. Bouncy Squishmallows.
I love
nice.
that. Oh, it's so cool.
Beautiful.
All right, well, off to the void with you. Goodbye. Hey, we did another Tina Town.
We did. Tina Town number 0.75 or something like that.
Yeah, we'll get to one of these days. I'm gonna start making the numerical increases of episodes even smaller and smaller. So eventually we're gonna be looking at like episode 9.567222 repeating.
Yeah. Before we finally reach full numbers, that is. Oh yeah, Lance Hart says, I think the show could become a podcast. Yeah, I think every segment could be a podcast aside from the things where we show trailers. Maybe that might be a hard. Kingdom Hearts numbering, precisely.
Yes, we're doing the Kingdom Hearts numbering scheme.
Yeah, fun things planned for Tina Town still. You know, we'll have, dare I say, we'll have a guest on at some point.
Yeah, that'll be
Who
dope.
Who knows when, but we're constantly under construction. This guy's constantly hammering away at things, going as soon as we get off live, he drops the mic and he picks up the hammer. It's just yeah.
That's right. And hey, we have a lot of other streaming stuff going on this month too. It's Streamsgiving.
Yes. Yeah.
What do we got going on for Streamsgiving, Tina?
I am pulling up the freaking calendar because I don't remember it by myself. So, tomorrow we have nothing on Streamsgiving.
That's right. Tomorrow is a day off because we have a
Tomorrow's
big
nothing.
special
Okay,
stream on Thursday.
On Thursday, we have a big sponsored stream building an F1 rig. I don't know if we posted the stupidest graphic ever. Stupid, and by stupid I mean amazing, of course. Building an F1 rig. It's sponsored by GameStop, actually, not F1. Yeah, because, F1 games, you don't want to play with a controller. You need the immersion of being in a car and, feeling the ba-ba-beep-ba-ba. So they're going to be building that live on stream. Simone's going to be living out her F1 dreams. She gonna get rumbled on Thursday at 3 p.m. And then Friday, freaking Pokemon Scarlet and Violet releases. We're gonna be playing that at 3 p.m. I'm so excited. I've been so looking forward to this game. And I would love to hear your guys' opinions real quick of what you would prefer. Would you prefer the game played as a Nuzlocke, or do you just want us to straight up play it, catch all the Pokemon, do everything, that kind of thing? And then Monday, Total War Warhammer, 3 p.m. And then the Case of the Golden Idol Tuesday, Grounded next Wednesday. Yeah, it's bunches of streams before regular. Okay, bad. Yeah, so cool stuff this Thursday and Friday to look forward to.
Yeah, and that special stream this Thursday, That's right. Me and Simone will be building a PC live on stream. I've only done that once before, and I did it very recently. Then all of a sudden, it was like, hey, do it for work now. And I was like, oh, God.
Oh, God. No, that's really intimidating.
Yeah, but we're going to have the wonderful Sumit Sarkar there, who has built many, many PCs over his esteemed life, and he will be our expert to help us out.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be a 2-part stream because we're just doing the PC build stream on next week's, and then we are doing it 2 weeks from then. We'll be doing the stream where Simone sits down in the fancy F1 chair with the fancy F1 wheel and the silly wraparound screen and plays her little car game and just drives into a wall over and over again.
The little car game. Little car game, big rig. Yeah.
No, Henry. Jag, we discussed just giving me the Henry Cavill lower third just to try to confuse people.
I think that's marketable, yeah.
But then we started discussing like how he gets those big meaty hands into a computer to plug in all the little tiny things. I think he's got to have a small guy around doing that stuff for him.
And maybe you are that small guy.
Could be me.
Could be. You are kind of just a bacteria or a booger floating through space. You can get into all the tiny areas.
It's true. It's so nice of you to say that. Thank you.
And I'm just spitting the facts here. Just spitting the facts. Yeah. Yeah. But that's the updates. That's the town. Tina Town is still safe and sound. No catastrophe has happened. Just good old vibes still.
Now, when you say that, it makes it seem like something bad is going to happen. And are we going to have a Fortnite style like cataclysm event here? People are going to come back and it's going to be different.
Multiverse. Yeah.
You got to drink special juice and you're turned into chrome. I don't have the time to do that. We don't have the development budget that Epic Games has.
We don't have the development budget to make me go goop mode like in Fortnite. That's unfortunate. Okay.
All right, we're gonna send everybody home. Any last words, Tina?
It was nice knowing you.
Goodbye.